today we are going to discuss about a control system. So all of you know that a system is a number of components connected together to obtain some function or it do some work. Okay, so a system is the combination of many components connected in a particular sequence to perform one particular function. Okay, it may be of anything. Okay, so the system that is called as a system. Okay, so the system is the combination of many components connected together to perform some function. So this function may be of any automation or any things. Okay, so that is called as a system. Okay, it may be engineering system or mechanical system, or it may be any type of system. Okay, so what is meant by control system? Okay, the system is a combination of many elements, and control system is if you are able to control the output of the system with help of your input, then that is called as a control system. Okay, if you are not able to control the output, then it is not a control system. So when the system output is controlled with help of the input, then it is called as a control system. Okay, so the what is meant by the control system is the output of system is used to control the function system. Sorry, the input of the system is used to control the functions of system and output. Okay, the control system is the inputs can be used to control the functions as well as the output of the system is called as a control system. So this is a very simple word to understand the control system. Okay, there may be two types of control system. One is a open loop control system and another one is a closed loop control system. Okay, the major category is, so the first one is open loop control system and another one is closed loop control system. Okay, in an open loop control system, you are having the system with some transfer function. It may be of some system with some transfer function. I will explain what you mean by transfer function. Okay, so you are giving some input and you are obtaining some output. Okay, so this is called as a your open loop system. Okay, so there what is open loop is there is a no feedback is available here. If you provide the input, it will give some output. That's all. That is called as a open loop system. Okay, so with the help of this system, it is a very commonly used system in a previous before the closed loop is invented. Okay, so where we can give some inputs, we can get some output, but we cannot able to get the required output. Okay, so whatever may be the output, we can get it, but we cannot able to control whatever our desired set point. Okay, that is the drawback of this open loop control system. Okay, so how to overcome this drawback is by using the feedback loop introduced into the control system. Okay, so then only we are getting the control of output with help of the input. Okay, so we are getting into the point. The closed loop system is the system with the input and you are getting some output, and the output is fed back to the input. Okay, so here you can make some summing point. Okay, so this is called as a feedback. So in the open loop system, we are measuring the output and feeding back into the input to maintain our output into our desired level. Okay, so this type of system is called as a closed loop system because the output is again fed back to the input, and this loop will run until your set point is reached, whatever the desired input is given. Okay, so the error, until the error is 0, the loop will run. If the error is 0, your input and the output will reach the required set point of your input. So this loop will stop. So until the loop is getting the error from the output and feeding back into the input. So what is the advantage of this the closed loop control system is, so nowadays we can see that in all the places all the systems are automated. So for automation of any system we need a closed loop control system. Okay, how it is possible means, so we are measuring the output with the help of sensors. So we know that in our mobile phones or in a normal shop or mall, we can see that the automatic doors. So how it is opening and closing is, it is based on the sensors present, and it detects the a person which is present while they are coming. They are having different type of sensors. Some of the doors they are having the proximity sensors, so they will detect the object within the proximity level, and it will give the signal to them the control system or the controller. The controller will take action and it will open the, or it will activate the motor to open the door. Okay, this is simple automation. Okay, so if you take a petrochemical industry and food processing industry and many chemical industries, okay, if you take the many type of industries, even the automobile industries, they are automated with help of the sensors, and the base is the a control system. So we can only able to automate the system with help of the controlling the output through the input. Okay, so this is about the closed loop system. So we are how we are able to control the system is by uh, deriving the mathematical model. So we need a mathematical model of system. So what is a mathematical model is? It is a physical equation which will describe the functions of each and every element in the system. Okay, so you may have a many element. For example, if you take the mechanical system, you are having the mass, damper, and spring. So each and every component, so they are having the own functional equations by using the physics, by using the thermal or any balance equation, we can derive it to describe the functionality of that particular block or particular element. Okay, so in the mathematical model is we are converting all the operations or functionality of all the elements into the physical equations, and from that we are getting into the differential equations. So the sum of many simultaneous differential equations are derived from the many elements. So those simultaneous equations are used to describe the functions of the system. Okay, so the mathematical model of the system is, it is a physical equation which describes the functions of system. Okay, so there is a no limitation. We can derive the n number of equations based on the functionality or number of elements present in the system. Okay, it may be a single equation or a two equation, three equation, and up to n number of equations can be derived based on the complexity which is present in your system. Okay, so um, for deriving the mathematical model, we are going to consider the mechanical translational system. Okay,